Hey guys, mahal everyone, 40 the Broadway Saiyan here, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. This time I'm bringing you guys a video on Pokémon Masters. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys an analysis and also my overall thoughts for the upcoming 5-star sync pair going live soon in the summoning banners for Pokémon Masters, which is going to be featuring Ethan and Typhlosion. For those of you who are unfamiliar with who Ethan and Typhlosion are, he is the male protagonist from the Pokémon Gold, Silver, and Pokémon Heart Gold and Soul Silver series. He is going to have Typhlosion as his sync pair partner, and he is going to be of the fire element, and he's obviously going to be a striker type. So I'm going to go ahead and do is cover his stats, his moves, kind of give you guys my thoughts and opinions in regarding those and whether or not this sync pair is worth summoning on, and then afterwards some alternatives as far as other particular fire type sync pairs that you could use. So first of all, here we have Ethan and Typhlosion. Now when you do pull for him, or should you decide to pull for him, he does start off as Ethan and Cyndaquil, but we're only going to be covering him as Typhlosion because I see no reason why you would use Ethan with his pre-evolution, so there's no reason to do that. So there's Ethan right over there. It is a fire type, as we just stated, weak to rock. Role is going to be a special striker, so focusing on special type moves. Base potential is at 5-star, and then gender male. Okay. Pokemon description, we can just go ahead and read it. Typhlosion obscures itself behind a shimmering heat haze that it creates using its intensely hot flames. This Pokemon creates blazing explosive blasts that burn everything to cinders. And then here are its stats right over here. Now this is assuming that you have it at level 120 with no promotion items just yet. So its HP is all right. I mean, we can't really expect anything from HP, defense, and special defense because the whole goal for this particular sync pair is to deal damage, and he's going to be dealing damage with his special attack, which brings us to his special attack. Now, something to note is that for a special striker, that special attack stat is quite low. I know certain other sync pairs who primarily focus on special attacks, like let's say Blue and Pidgeot, their special attack stat, I believe when it's Mega Evolved, is like around in the high 400s, and for Ethan and Typhlosion to have it at 274, it's a little disappointing, but there should be other things about the sync pair that can hopefully make up for that. Its speed is quite good. I do like its speed because speed is a stat that does influence how fast the move gauge charges up. And then finally, its bulk, it's okay. If you're going to be playing this sync pair anyways, you're going to be building it with support, so then that way he doesn't get targeted. But overall, the stat that's most disappointing because of the type of sync pair he is going to be the special attack. I do wish that was a little bit higher. Hopefully later on, DNA decides to maybe bring some balance because I could see that being an issue, especially during co-op. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to Ethan and Typhlosion's moves. So you have here first Flamethrower, which is going to be a 2 move gauge cost move. It is special. Its power is at 47 with a 100% accuracy, and the effect has a very small chance of leaving the target burned. So pretty standard, and the fact that it has a small chance to burn can be pretty useful. And then he has X special attack, which is okay, I guess. It makes up for the fact that he has low special attack for being a special striker. So, you know, you could use this, but the problem is that, I mean, other sync pairs who are special attackers have this as well, who already have a higher base special attack than Ethan and Typhlosion, but at least they gave him this to be able to increase his special attack. And then finally, he has Eruption. So this is going to be your move that you're going to be going to. This is going to be his bread and butter in a sense. So it is a fire type move. It is of the special category. It has a really high power of 135 with a 100% accuracy, which is great. However, it is AoE, so the way that AoE attacks work in Pokemon Masters, especially for those of you that are new to the game, damage is split, so unfortunately you're not going to be getting the full benefit, especially during co-op. And the special effect of this move is that the lower the user's HP is, the lower the power of this move becomes. So this is where I could see why they perhaps gave him a base low special attack stat, is because this move's particular power is based on Ethan and Typhlosion's HP. And for a 3 cost move gauge move, it's actually quite powerful, and you can see the percentages right there. At 100% HP, The move obviously will be dealing 100% damage. At 99, it drops down to 80. At 50, it's at 65. And then at 33, it's at 55, which if Ethan is ever in that situation, then there's something wrong with your party comp, especially for single player. But for co-op, I definitely see this guy being potentially a late game sweeper because of the functionality of this move. And then finally, he has a second trainer support move called Stoke the Fire. So what this does is it restores a bit of the user's HP, so similar to Potion, but it also does raise Typhlosion's speed and evasiveness. So he gets that, he restores his HP, gives him more speed, that way his move gauge is moving up a little bit faster, and then the evasiveness helps, so then that way it potentially protects him from incoming attacks, because obviously you want Ethan and Typhlosion to have their HP as high as possible. And then finally, the last thing we're going to take a look at is going to be his sync move, which is Fierce Flames Eruption. It has 250 power, so pretty standard fire type sync pair move. So overall, that is going to be the analysis and kind of overview for Ethan and Typhlosion. And also big shout outs to Game Press. This is an amazing website to check out some upcoming content for Pokémon Masters for those of you that play, so be sure to use it. I use this a lot, especially when I'm trying to build teams or check out which is the next upcoming sync pair that I want to pull for. So, my thoughts on Ethan and Typhlosion. Unfortunately, his kit is a little disappointing, and it really stems from the fact that his special attack stat is so low for being advertised as a special striker. Now, I know they did give him some things to make up for that, but still, it's a little disappointing. If you wanted to go with a fire type sweeper or fire type striker, you could opt to use Hilda and I can't even remember the Pokemon's name right now, but you know who I'm talking about. Hilda and Tepig's Final Evolution. Embor, that's the name. So you could use that. You could also opt maybe to use Infernape, although Infernape is more of a hybrid, so a little bit trickier to play. At least Ethan and Typhlosion only focus on special attacks. But there are other special attack sync pairs that, for me, are far superior to Ethan and Typhlosion, such as Brendan and Sceptile, who is still one of the best strikers, special strikers in the game. If you guys took the time to unlock Mewtwo is another one, and he was free to unlock. You just had to grind for him. So, Ethan and Typhlosion, they're decent. They're not by any means bad, but they do leave a little bit more to be desired, especially for a 5-star sync pair that you're going to be pulling for. Now, if Ethan and Typhlosion are one of your favorites, if you have a lot of sentiment towards, the Johto games, then by all means go ahead and pull, because pulling it for your favorites, just like with any other mobile gacha game, is the most important because you want to have fun with the game. But if you decide to pass on this particular banner, the cool thing about Ethan and Typhlosion is they're not a Poke Festival banner, just how like Cynthia or how Lance were. So even after this sync pair goes away from its actual featured banner, it's still going to be available in the summoning pools, so you have a chance to get him later if you're trying to pull for somebody else. But that is going to be my overall thoughts about Ethan and Typhlosion. Again, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this video helps you guys out in deciding whether or not you should be pulling for Ethan and Typhlosion. This is 40 the Broadway Saiyan. Stay tuned for my next video, and mahal, everyone.